Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Yes. What a great smooth groove to get us started this morning. Well, hi, everybody. I'm Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the Center for Living Cultural Coast. And we're so glad that you're joining us today, either here at the beautiful and little chilly Sarasota Garden Club Center or joining us on the Love Stream via YouTube and Facebook. However you're joining us, we know that it's perfect and we know that it's a time of great unity and oneness in spirit. As I said, this is the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast, where we invite an expanded conscious awareness of the divine presence within all of life. That means you, that means me, that means everyone. Through the teaching and practice of principles of science of mind, spiritual principles. And throughout this month, we have been focusing on the annual theme for the Centers for Spiritual Living International, and that theme is a grand rising. Our theme encourages us to embark on an individual quest to elevate and celebrate the potential in each new day. And when I say it's the annual theme for our centers, I'm referring to more than 400 spiritual communities and ministries across 30 countries. So we are truly an international movement teaching spiritual tools for creating a world that works for everyone. And I think that is pretty cool. And the Center for Spiritual Living here is part of that, and I think that's just fantastic. So today, our spiritual director, Reverend Theresa is here, and she's going to continue this exploration and conversation around the theme Grand Rising by inviting us to look at our relationships and ask the question, are they transactional or are they transformational? Interesting question. Get ready to delve into that one a little bit. Also today, we are enjoying our musicians, Jack and Jamie, and when they come up later, you might think they look a bit familiar, and that is because they have played here as part of the band, the Garbage Men Band. And they're a group that makes the point about sustainability and environment by using recycled materials, what some people would call garbage, but they make these innovative, very melodic, very great instruments, and they play music that is entertaining and lively and whimsical and just so enjoyable. So Jack and Jamie of that group are going to be up here later today, and they're also going to be back here at 4:30. If you like what you hear, they're going to be back here at 4:30 for a gig with the Sarasota Bay organization. So you can get a second dose if you like. So with that introduction, let's get settled now and turn within. I invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable or soften your gaze. And if you were here for our New Year's Eve service, I invite you to bring to mind the intention that you created for 2024. And if you don't have one yet, then just take this opportunity to create an intention for yourself, for the good that you want to enjoy and experience in the coming year. And take as your own this affirmative prayer for 2024. I acknowledge I live in a loving and supportive universe. This love and support is within me and all around me, always bringing forth greater possibilities for my highest and best life. I am an individualized expression of the divine, magnificent in every way. I have everything I need to live a life of joy, peace, harmony, health, and prosperity. I enjoy loving friendships and creative self-expression. My 2024 intention and vision unfolds in divine perfection. I trust everything aligns perfectly. The way is made clear before me. I do not falter. I cannot fail. With Spirit as my lead, my every step is guarded and guided. All my needs are met with ease and with grace. I affirm the intention I have set is already accomplished in universal mind. From within myself, I reveal my intentions with enthusiasm and confidence. And what I claim for myself, I affirm for all. I believe in a world that works for everyone. And with a grateful and expectant heart, I accept my good now. And so it is. So let's welcome Jack and Jamie to provide our opening music this morning. Welcome back, guys.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having us.
What a day.
Good morning.
We're gonna do a song, "What a Day for a Daydream." Do you know that song? I like this song.
What a day for a daydream. What a day for this daydreaming girl. And I'm lost in the daydream. Daydreaming about my bundle of joy. What a day for a daydream, oh yes. What a day for this daydreaming girl. And I'm lost in the daydream. Daydreaming about my bundle of joy. Now even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of them days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and follow my face in somebody's new mowed lawn. Yes, 'cause no one else can make me feel this way. But even if time is passing me by alive, no, I couldn't care less about the dues you say that I got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for dropping my load, upon the face for being that sleepy toad.
Do you feel like whistling? Sure.
Well, you could be sure that if you're feeling alright, that the daydream will last you long into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may prick up those ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years.
Thank you, guys.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Jamie and Jack. That was great. My name is Angelica Redleaf, and I am on the Board of Trustees here. And I have a reading from a book by Ernest Holmes, The Essential Ernest Holmes. And it's a book that we're using in the class that I'm taking right now, the Essential Ernest Holmes class, which I'm really loving very much. And I picked out a few things. Oh. This is a quote. Okay, first of all, I should explain that the book, these are collected writings, and Reverend Jesse Jenkins put this whole thing together, and it's really beautiful. So the first quote at the very beginning, now I've lost it, here we go. Here it is. This is a quote by Ernest Holmes. You may be sure of this: there is an integrity to your soul, such as you will find nowhere else in the universe. Here you will meet life. Here you will decide. And here you may neutralize the thought patterns of the ages by simply denying them and saying something greater than that. And then he writes, I believe in that. There is a power greater than I am, and I accept it. And no matter what the mistakes are, the universe holds nothing against us, ever. And here are some quotes about the science of mind. The study of life and the nature of the laws of thought. The conception that we live in a spiritual universe, that God is in, through, around, and for us. There is nothing supernatural anywhere on any plane. That which today seems to be supernatural, after it is understood, will be found spontaneously natural, based entirely upon the supposition that we are surrounded by a universal mind, into which we think. This mind, in its original state, fills all space. It fills the space that man uses in the universe. It is in man as well as around him. As he thinks into this universal mind, he sets a law in motion which is creative and which contains within itself a limitless possibility. Not necessarily creating a new religion or sect, for it may be added to any spiritual system of thought, since it is a complement to all. Not a personal opinion, nor a special revelation. It is a result of the best thought of the ages. It borrows much of its light from others, but in so doing robs no one, for truth is universal. Thank you.
You ready for us? Cool. Then we're going to do a song by Lady Lamb and the Beekeeper.
I pressed my ear against your back, not even a week after we met, and I felt your heartbeat fall like raindrops in a bucket. And I used to have a pretty nice spine, but I neglected to give it a name, so each time I straightened it, couldn't get its attention, and I placed my paw on your collarbone, and I wished to fall asleep deep in your marrow. So we ripped off all of our clothes, and this included all our jewelry. We ran hand in hand, and you brought out the beast in me, the parts that are dormant. I wish to set them free. And in the clarity of this night, I believe that I could sleep easily alone, as gently as a mouse curled up in a bowl, as gently as a mouse until tomorrow. So twist your hips and crane your neck. Oh, twist your hips and crane your neck. Oh, twist your hips and crane your neck. Oh, twist your hips and crane your neck. 'Cause it's a shame how it hurts, even in the sun. It's a shame how it hurts, even in the sun. Because you gotta be burning for it. 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 So I stretched out all of my limbs like a tree does in a storm, and I walked kitchen and leaned across the window. The parts that are dormant, I wish to set them free. But in the clarity of this night, I believe that I could sleep easily alone. But a heart beats the best in a bed next to the one that it loves. Oh, a heart beats the best in a bed next to the one that it loves. So twist your hips and crane your neck. Oh, twist your hips and crane your neck. Oh, twist your neck and crane your hips. Oh, twist your neck and crane your hips. Cause you gotta be burning for it. 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 You gotta be burning for it.
Thank you, guys.
Was awesome. That was awesome. You know, I love a challenge, and you gonna watch me pull that one into my talk, that song? Yeah, so here it is right here. You got me burning for it. There's this urge with the capital U within each one of us, that thing that wants to bust loose, that thing that wants to express life, that thing that really is endless and eternal, but authentic and divine, ripe for expression in you. Yeah. And here's the thing, each and every one of us want to let that go. We want to let it out. Kathleen, thank you so much for reading our prayer for the new year. It's the third Sunday. You're wondering how long I'm going to count. It's the third Sunday of the new year. And how many of you have forgotten it's January? Right? Like, you're into your life. You've forgotten that, oh, wait, I set an intention just a mere 3 weeks ago. Yeah. And then 2 weeks ago, I wrote on a stone that powerful word. Yeah, and we maybe kind of forget, like we're already into life. But there's something in us that's burning for it. There's something in us that's burning for a greater expression. And you know what it is in you, right? And it's different than the person next to you. But it's all divine. It's all that incarnated spirit life that wants to move us forward into our own personal greater evolution and exploration and discoveries of this thing called life, yeah? So that's why the Centers for Spiritual Living picked this theme of a grand rising, so that each day, every day, we can be renewed. Each day, every day, it's beyond good morning life. It's beyond hello when you greet each other. It's a grand rising. There's something going on. There's something tremendous that wants to happen through me, through you. individually, collectively, is setting us up to remember that all the time, that there's a presence and a power here for us to use. That was Angelica's readings. And it's neutral. It's neutral. So it's going to give you what you're putting in. There's the rub. There's the rub. So, it's a new life. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Next week, feeling good. We can feel good this morning, though. We don't have to wait until next week. Yeah. But this work that we're doing, this creating a meaningful life for ourselves, that work, to live a vision-led life, a purposeful life, a freeing life, and to create a world that works for everyone, nothing less than transformation. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart. Yeah. Have you figured that out yet? Yeah. So here it is, where I started last week, like it was the second Sunday of the month, and I was already making mistakes and had dented my car, scraped my car. I mean, just stuff, right? And stuff happens to all of us, and sometimes that stuff feels like it's insurmountable. But it's not. What we have to remember over and over and over again is to tell our God, not to tell our God about our problems, but to tell our problems about how big and powerful and wonderful our God is. That spirit, that thing that really can be unnamed. Because it's so expansive, it's so beyond anything that we can even come up with in our minds, right? Our affirmation for the day: the universe is always conspiring for my highest and best. Do you believe it? Yeah. All right, good. Let's say it. The universe is always conspiring for my highest and best. I know that for myself, and I know it for you. So last week, I got into the book talking about the 4 pivots. And the first one is where I really spent most of my time last week was, and a pivot he's talking about is just a shift in direction. We're going to pivot, like on the basketball court, shift in a new direction, right? And the first one was awareness, moving from lens to mirror, not just looking through a lens and looking at everything out there, but inward, reflective, so that when we face these challenges and these obstacles and that type of thing, we can look inward. So my sharing was around that last week, and then I touched on the 3 other pivots, but I want to go a little closer into them. So again, practicing the presence and these principles are not easy. In fact, they can be downright hard sometimes. But they're simple, they're clear, they're straightforward, and the more we do them, we build faith. And that's what's required of us, is to have faith, to just trust the process, to just say, I'm stepping forward and I don't know what's going to catch me or how it's going to land, but I'm stepping forward. Because remember, there's this urge in us to do that. And every one of you feel it. Everyone at home knows this is true, right? But for some reason, we stop it. We stop it. So that reflection helps us get into touch with why. What happens? What's that fear? What are we worried about? That kind of thing. So we want to create habits of doing this, a habit of self-reflection every single day in every single way. Every day in every way, because regardless of what our personal challenges might feel like, or our society's challenges might appear to be, Spirit's bigger. It's the biggest. It wins. It's on top. It's in the middle. It's at the bottom. It's all around. It's everything. Everywhere. All the time. Right?
That's what it is, and that's what we have to remember, and that is what a grand rising is about. Being able to meet every day in that way. You know, we know in Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes told us that there will never be an end to any of the eternal verities about God. You know, those things that are coexistent with God, those qualities that we assign to it. Truth, love, beauty, peace, all of that. It's not going to end. It's not going to get depleted. It doesn't go away. And we draw from that all the time. How does it feel when you know that? Powerful, right? Yeah. So Science Mind and these 4 pivots, I think, are really setting us up for a great year. Paraphrasing Joel Goldsmith, he says, we must align with the divine to overcome that monotonous focus on our problems. Does that resonate with anybody in here? You know, we got a problem and it's all we can see. And instead of knowing that there's something here for us, instead of questioning it, instead of having patience, instead of being present with it, right? We want to fight it, push it away, resist it, and we have a monotonous focus. And sometimes when we have those monotonous focus, what happens with an individual or a culture is it becomes the norm. It becomes the race consciousness in Ernest Holmes's language. It becomes the collective consciousness in Carl Jung's language. It becomes your stinking thinking in my language, right? It becomes that thing that we just believe without investigating it. We just fall into that repetitive thing, you know? So I asked you, I don't know how many of you read Thursday's email, but in that little blog that I do there, I asked you to spend some time this week thinking about that, really being inwardly focused, and especially in relationship to what your intentions are for the new year, you know? And also when you're triggered in life. When things trigger you is a good time to really first go within, you know? Because I know from myself and from talking to some of you that, again, it's only the 3rd Sunday of the year, and some of us feel a little befuddled already. You know, and we don't need to be in that groove for the rest of the year, right? We don't need to be there. Richard Rohr, who, you know, if you read his column and read my column and come to my services, you'd think that we were best buds and we're talking every other day on the phone, because he's always right in line with what I'm thinking. See what I did there? I could have said that I'm in line with him. But he's talking about, yesterday he was talking about that we get these paradoxes, or these, you know, like we're treating for something, we're focused on something, but yet we're living something entirely different. I talked about that last week. And he calls these our contradictions. And he says, but they're turning points. They're shifts. They're those times where we get to shift and have a little different perspective. He said it's opportunities to enter into the deeper mystery of God. It's opportunities for us to reflect. He said, I'm deliberately using the word mystery to point to the depth, an open future, immense freedom, a kind of beauty and truth that can't be fully spoken or defined. And he goes on to use one of my favorite words. He says we need to fall into the abyss. To fall into that abyss of love, to fall into that presence, and find that we're grounded there. It's not like a free fall, like you're not going to be caught, right? Yeah, that's some good stuff. So that New Year's prayer that we just read, you had affirmations, the stone, all that kind of stuff. Maybe get a journal so you can do this work, so you can really see what's going on inside yourself and ask, am I clear? Am I open? Am I receptive? What am I holding on to? What am I afraid of? And you might want to seek support for that. So today I really want to look at this idea that Jen Wright poses in his book, The 4 Pivots, of connection. This is his pivot number 2. Pivot number 2. To the connection from transactional relationships to transformative relationships. A transactional relationship would be like you go to Publix and the cashier checks, or you go to the bank and the teller handles your business. It's a transaction, right? And we have lots of transactional relationships in our life. They're efficient, they're productive, we get things done, and there's nothing wrong with them. But we don't want all our relationships to be that, right? So we have a whole team here on Sunday mornings that sets things up for us. That can't be transactional, right? I can't be transactional with my board, with the practitioners. Those aren't transactional relationships. They're transformative relationships. Each one of us in here, everyone at home connected to us, we can have a transformational relationship. I'm inviting you into a transformational relationship, right? And so what's the, because it's not about bodies, it's not about numbers, it's about lives, knowing and living spirit. It's about that good, juicy stuff, right? It's about belonging. Yeah, and, studies show, lots of studies show, that the sense of belonging is at the center of what all of us want, really. And if we're not clear, it sometimes comes out in an angry way or unhelpful way. So, transformational relationships. Leslie and Diana and Phil and others are stepping in to help Hector be released from this position he's had for almost 5 years of being here early and getting everything set up, and it's taken a whole team. But you know what? It's a team. It's a team of folks coming together to do this good work, right? Yeah. And so it's not going to work if it's transactional. It has to be transformational, right? Yeah. Yeah. And part of transformational relationship then is truth-telling. So I also asked you in your blog to think about what is it that you need to tell the truth about for yourself, for yourself. Some of you might remember, I think it was maybe July, August, you too could tell me, when I said, I want you to pair up with someone in this room before you walk out the door today and tell them something you don't want anybody to know about you. Remember that? Remember that? Those of you that weren't here can do it today. It's your homework. If you're at home, find somebody. What's the one thing that you don't want anybody to know? Because listen, that kind of truth-telling, I stood up here and told some truths last week. I was vulnerable. I was a little shaky by the time I walked out the door. And I felt your love. I felt your support. That's community. That's belonging. And I'm not the only one that gets to do it. Who's next? Come on out. Jen Wright in his book says, truth-telling is a practice of testifying to yourself and others about what is real and honest from your perspective of the world. Over time, this builds integrity. He said it's the opposite of BS. Think about that. Truth-telling. Some of us live with that persona, that is my shtick, and it covers up and hides who we really are. Don't do that. Show who you really are. Be real. Be real, be honest, truth-telling. It doesn't have to be in a hurtful, harmful way. It's just real. It's real, and man, is it freeing. Now he says, over time, so it keeps us emotionally honest about what really matters. And it's scary, and it's painful, and it's messy sometimes. But those of you who live this way, like I apologize really quickly when I realize I did something wrong, because it's so much easier, right? You just move on. It's freeing. It's freeing. So now I want to have a show of hands. Who noticed I was chewing gum last week? Oh, good Lord, I looked like a cow. Why didn't you tell me? Holy smokes. I went back and listened to the video because I really didn't know what I said last week. And so I went back and I listened to the video and I was like, man, this is really good. And I can't show any of my friends because I'm like, you have permission to tell me. I want you to ask yourself, what is the truth about myself that I have been avoiding? And then ask yourself, is there someone I can safely share it with? This is good work. It's good work. Now, as I did yesterday, I'm not going to get to the rest of them. Next week, I'll have to finish them up. But I will mention again his pivot number 3, which is vision. So that's what we do. It's what we do, man. It is the bedrock of who we are. Vision, and that for him is moving, pivoting from problem solving to possibility making, from problem solving to creativity. And that's endless for us. We're immersed in this creative intelligence. It's always with us. So instead of focusing on there's a problem we need to solve, whether it's our own personal lives or it's society, we get so stuck on fixing that we forget to love and live. Right? Yeah. So that's our jam. That's who we are. This should be really super easy for us as a collective, as a community, to not see problems out there in our community, but to see ways that we can connect and that we can thrive. It betters us, it helps others. It's about love, it's about sharing, it's about showing up in our authenticity. So it's about dreaming. Do you remember the Celestine prophecy? You know, and all those, that series, it was about how cool life's gonna be when we all wake up, right? Let's not forget to dream that. Susie Blake has a book too called Saved. Saved. And that's Saved, rebooting humanity and the planet. It's a dream. Let's imagine together, not only for our own lives and support one another because we're real with one another, but let's imagine and dream how really cool the world can be. You know, when nobody goes to bed hungry. Yeah, when everybody has a home, a house, a roof over their heads, they feel safe. Yeah. We can do this, y'all. We can do it. Okay, last, I know I've gone long. Sorry, Tom, I should never say that. So, Mother Theresa said, don't invite me to an anti-war rally. I'm not coming to that, but I'll go to a pro-peace rally, right? You get the shift? All right. Ernest Holmes said he's not attending a retreat. He said, what are we running away from? I'm like, why are we going to a retreat? What are we running away from? But I'll go to an advance. Let's advance. And Michael Beckwith says that pain pushes us until the vision pulls us. That's the flow, and that's number 4. Ernest Holmes reminded me in a book I was reading last night. When God saw Adam hiding in the Garden of Eden, and he said, "Why are you hiding?" "Well, I'm naked." "Well, who told you you're naked?" Who told you you're naked? You're divine. You're divine light. You're the incarnation of spirit. You're empowered right here, right now to make choice in your life. Choice for something grand, not only for your life, but for all of us. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. We've got some things going on that is really cool for you to know. I know that in the spiritual living circle, because Robert called me and told me that he, quote, "there are people ready to engage." Quote, "no one should go to bed hungry." So we're working on these things. We're going to work on food drives, something along that line. I'm not doing it. You guys are doing it, right? And Diana has a sign-up sheet today, because on Friday morning we're going to go paint a duplex for Second Heart Homes in Bradenton. If anybody's good with a paintbrush, go see Diana. I am going to be at that because I'm pretty good with a paintbrush. This is our time to rise. Yeah. Do I have your agreement? All right, good. Thank you so much. Let's bring Jamie and Jack back up here. You guys are so fun, so playful. I love it. Love it, love it. Now you may recognize this song because Emily sang it last week.
I'm so excited that this is the song. Jack told me that this was the theme in the song, and it's one of my most favorite songs to sing, so I'm really so excited. Yeah.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. The fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River it's a new day, and it's a new life for me, yeah. And I'm feeling good. Yes, you know I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling so good. Yes, you know that I'm feeling good.
How wonderful. Yes. We're feeling good. And more than that, we're knowing good. We're knowing God's good in our life is already moving through us, as us, through our intentions. Own that, accept that, let that in, let that be your experience in this moment, and carry this moment out into your life and look and see and watch what happens. And this is an opportunity to share some of our good through our gifts to this center called Spiritual Living Sarasota. And why do we do that? We do that because we participate in the law of circulation. And we believe that what we give is returned to us multiplied abundantly through spiritual law, through spiritual principle, and it cannot fail, and it will not fail. And so now I just invite you to take that gift, that intention for our center expressed in monetary means, it's energy flowing through this means. And those of you joining online, there's information now scrolling about how to do that virtually, and perhaps some of you do it virtually through your online banking. But however that is expressed in you, I just invite you to take it now and hold it close. Hold it over your heart, or if it's virtual, then hold it in your expression of your heart and mind, and know that this gift is good. That the flow of circulation, of prosperity, of financial means is good. That this intention that carries this good through this gift into the Center for Spiritual Living, Cultural Coast, and out into this ministry and to the world beyond, lifts everyone, lifts this world to operating as a place that works for everyone. And this intention does not return void. It is already a gift that I accept, expect, and allow. And together we say, and so it is. And now Bobby and the group are going to lead us in singing our offering affirmation. So please join in. Some beautiful music. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I have a few announcements. Again, if you like Jamie and Jack, and I believe that we did wholeheartedly, please come back and see them. Please come back and see them at 4:30 right here for the Bay's music gig today. Today, a group will be circling up with Jennifer. Jennifer, if you would raise your hand, stand. Jennifer is president of our Board of Trustees, and she's going to be leading a group of us that are going to join together and enjoy Embracing Our Differences, which is the outdoor art exhibit at the Bayfront Park, which is just near O'Leary's Tiki Bar, just beyond that. And if you haven't experienced this before, it's an outdoor art exhibit of, big canvases that have been presented and put together by virtue of a worldwide exhibit opportunity for expression of what it means to embrace difference through written word and through art. And so this is a worldwide competition, and this is the best of the best. And it is for school children. So you will be amazed of the wisdom of our next generation. They are phenomenal. Enjoy it. There's music, there's food, other things going on over there, because this is the kickoff event for this that's going to be going on in our community for the next several weeks here in Sarasota. Our next workshop is going to be another improv workshop by Satya. Where is Satya? Satya is right here. So our next workshop, it's the second Sunday of February, and so put that on your calendar. More to come on that, but Satya is a force of nature. You're going to love learning about improv and what that can do to free up your life. The Spiritual Living Circles meet on Wednesday at 7 o'clock via Zoom. It's a great time in community. We discuss an article from this month's Science of Mind magazine. You can sign up with through the newsletter. You can sign up here at the center on the sign-up sheets over here to my left, your right. Jim Grove, one of our licensed spiritual practitioners, leads that ministry for us and does a wonderful job. So please join us. You can drop in, come and go as you like. The newsletter, as I said, is a great source for information about what's going on in our center and beyond. So please sign up for that, either on the website or over here at the center on the sign-up sheet over here on this side of the room, and also on Facebook you can sign up. We believe in the power of affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment. And so you can always go to our website and initiate a prayer request. Or today you can meet with Nicole, who is our practitioner of the day. She will meet you over here by the screen, and you can spend some time with her in affirmative prayer. We call it 5-minute miracles. And you will see what I mean by that when you meet with Nicole. She's amazing, and there will be change in your life for sure. Today is the 137th birthday of our beloved founder of this teaching, Ernest Holmes, and we have cake to celebrate. And in our newsletter, there was also a link to a nationwide, international celebration of his birthday online through Centers for Spiritual Living International. So if you have the email, the newsletter email, you can go in and sign up for that yet today. Theresa, do you remember what time that starts? I didn't write it down. It's later on this afternoon. You have time to do it. It's at 5 or something like that. So it's later today. You definitely have time if you want to join an international community to celebrate our beloved Dr. Ernest Holmes. With that, thank you all. Thank you all so much for coming.
Arugula is available. Arugula.
From the Sacred Garden.
Arugula from the Sacred Garden. Something new has been added. So arugula from the Sacred Garden is available on that side of the room for anyone who would like to take some home. Thank you for the blessing of that, whoever brought that. Thank you so much. And with that, we'll welcome back Jack and Jamie for their final song. And thank you all so much for joining us today. Have a wonderful week.
Okay, I have a short story about this one. This song is called Heavy by a band called Bird Talker. And do you know it? Oh, no, you're not raising your hand. You're moving the lights. That's good. Okay. But that was funny. I thought you were like, I know it. It's a great song. Fun. I play at a lot of bars, and bars are not the place that people are going to feel feelings, and sometimes I pick songs that I like because they make me feel feelings, and this is a song that I just love to play so much. And actually, which is funny, Matt Frost, when he first told me about this place, I don't know Matt Frost that well, but he's great, and I know he plays here and that you guys all love him. And he said, hey, I play at this place. You'd love it there, and then this song popped into my head, and this is like a year later, so I'm excited to play this song for you. And it's so fun because a lot of the words go along with what you're saying, so that makes me feel good. do it in that key. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I'm not going to start off on that foot.
So if your face is down, take a look around. Do your fingers move? Do your lungs inflate? Are you tired? Are you weary of the hidden hate you've been holding? Yeah, now did you lose that love, or have you never had it? Are you feeling sad because you did a bad thing? Hey, sister, we're the only way the love that's healing. Oh, are you feeling fearful, sister? Are you feeling fearful, brother? I say that the only way to lose that feeling is to replace it with a love that's healing. So if you're lost and you're lonely, go on and figure out why, and take a trip to your dark side and go on and have a good cry, 'cause we're all lonely. We're all lonely together. So leave what's heavy, what's heavy behind. Leave what's heavy, what's heavy behind. Leave what's heavy, what's heavy behind.